Sometimes you might need a pick-me-up, a push in the right direction, some words that help put you back on track. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast with your motivational moment.
Good morning. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I'd like to welcome you to your motivational moment for this week. My name is still Chris Jaggs. I'd like to know, can I ask you, how are you doing today? Are you having a great day? In this fast-paced world, sometimes it's just nice to ask how someone is, you know? Anyway, now, I hope you're good. I hope you're having an incredible week so far, and the world is turning well for you. We have 10 lessons from Hollywood superstar Matthew McConaughey as he speaks at the 2015 commencement at the University of Houston. Now, there are plenty of little nuggets out there, and I hope at least one of them that Matthew gives you helps spark something inside of you. Here is Mr. M.
Congratulations, class of 2015. You guys and gals and young men and women are the reason I'm here. I'm really looking forward to talking with y'all tonight. So, I'm going to talk to you about some things I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing. Many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true. Number one, and this should come up on the Jumbotron. Life's not easy. Is it up there? Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. Number two, I love this one. Unbelievable is the stupidest word in the dictionary. Should never come out of our mouths. Think about it. To say, oh wow, what an unbelievable play. It was an unbelievable book, an unbelievable film, an unbelievable act of courage. It may be spectacular, it may be phenomenal, most excellent or outstanding. But unbelievable? Give others and yourself more credit. It just happened. You witnessed it. You just did it. Believe it. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then, cause and effect, quid pro quo standard that we cannot sustain because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. You see, happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result reliant. And I say if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though. Joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. All those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before. See, joy is always in process. It's under construction. It is in constant approach, alive and well in the doing of what we're fashioned to do and enjoying it. Number four, define success for yourself. So the question that we got to ask ourselves is what success is to us, what success is to you. Is it more money? That's fine. I got nothing against money. Maybe it's a healthy family. Maybe it's a happy marriage. Maybe it's to help others, to be famous, to be spiritually sound, to leave the world a little bit better place than you found it. Continue to ask yourself that question. Now, your answer may change over time, and that's fine. But do yourself this favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Me, how do I define success? For me, myself. Well, for me, it's a measurement of 5 things. We got fatherhood. We got being a good husband. We We got my health, mind, body, and spirit. We got career, and we got friendships. 5. Process of elimination is the first step to our identity. AKA, where you are not is as important as where you are. Defining ourselves by what we are not is the first step that leads us to really knowing who we are. Or how about that bar that we keep going to that we always seem to have the worst hangover from? Or how about that food that we keep eating, the stuff that tastes so good going down, it makes us feel like crap the next week, when we feel lethargic and we keep putting on weight? Well, those people, those places, those things, stop giving them your time and energy. Just don't go there. I mean, put them down. If you do this, you will have accidentally, almost innocently, put in front of you what is important to you by process of elimination. Number 6, don't leave crumbs. And the beauty of delayed gratification. So what are crumbs? Well, the crumbs I'm talking about are the choices that we make that make us have to look over our shoulder in the future. You didn't pay that guy back the money that you owed him, and tonight you just saw him 3 rows behind you. You drank too much last night, you're too hungover to drive your son to his 8 a.m. Saturday morning baseball practice. These are the crumbs. They come in the form of regret, guilt, and remorse. And they disallow you from creating a customized future in which you do not have to look over your shoulder. So let's flip the script. Instead of creating outcomes that take from us, let's create more outcomes that pay us back. Number 7. Dissect your successes and the reciprocity of gratitude. Now, the easiest way to dissect success is through gratitude. Giving thanks for that which we do have, for what is working. Appreciating the simple things we sometimes take for granted. We give thanks for these things, and that gratitude reciprocates, creating more to be thankful for. It's really simple, and it works. Number 8, make voluntary obligations. I'm talking about the ones that we make with ourselves, with our God, with our own consciousness. I'm talking about the you versus you obligations. We have to have them. Number 9, from can to want. Even when it means having more. Be discerning. Choose it because you want it. Do it because you want to. Number 10, a roof is a man-made thing. Or maybe you've had that feeling of, oh my God, life just cannot get any better than this moment. And ask yourself, do I deserve this? Now what happens when we get that feeling? We tense up. We have this sort of outer body experience where we are literally seeing ourselves in the third person. And we realize that the moment just got bigger than us. You ever felt that way? I have. And it's because we have created a fictitious ceiling, a roof, to our expectations of ourselves. A limit where we think it's all too good to be true. But it's not. And it's not our right to say or believe it is. Take the lid off the man-made roofs that we put above ourselves and always play like an underdog. Number 11, turn the page. You ever get in a rut? You know what I'm talking about? You get in a funk. Get stuck on the merry-go-round of a bad habit. I have. Look, we're going to make mistakes. You got to own them. Then you got to make amends. And then you got to move on. Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time. So turn the page. Get off the ride. You are the author of the book of your life. Number 12, give your obstacles credit. All right, you want to ask, your boss for that promotion, but you're scared he's going to think you're overstepping your bounds. Well, instead of denying those fears, declare them. Say the fear out loud. Admit it. Give them the credit they deserve. Don't get all macho and act like they're no big deal. And don't get paralyzed by denying that they exist and therefore abandoning your need to overcome them. So give your obstacles credit, and you will, 1, find the courage to overcome them, or you will, 2, see more clearly that they're not really worth prevailing over. Number 13. So how do we know when we cross the truth? Well, I think the truth's all around us all the time. I mean, I think the answer, it's always right there or right there. I think it's all around us. We just don't always see it. We don't always grasp it, hear it, access it. Usually because we're not in the right place to do so. So we have to consciously put ourselves in places to receive that clarity. Now that may be prayer. That may be meditation. That may be a walkabout. That may be being in the right company, a road trip. Whatever it is for you, schedule that time. Schedule it. So if we get that far, we've received it, we personalized it, and we've internalized it. If we make it that far, then comes the biggie, man. This comes the fun one. Got to have the courage to act on it, to actually take it into our daily lives and practice it, to make it an active part of who we are and live it. If we can do that, all right, if we can do that, then we have what I believe is heaven right here on earth. Thank you. Good luck. You just keep living.
That video can be found on YouTube and is called one of the most influential speeches ever, Matthew McConaughey Commencement Address at UH, and it's published by the Blink Bitesl YouTube channel. If you are now pumped up and ready to go, come and get yourself on my calendar to book your free 30-minute LDL power call. It's free, after all. Let's get you moving in the right direction before you lose sight of it. Stop the pain you are suffering or delaying the project or the big plan that you have rolling around in your head before it's too late, and get yourself moving with it all. You have a unique opportunity to make something happen for you, so why would you let it slip away? We are now at the end of the episode. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast.
Thanks for listening. You can find more motivational moments at learndeveloplive.com, and we'll be back to inspire you again tomorrow.